Hey everybody, figured I'd shoot this quick intro before I got too dusty. But out here on a job, we've been blessed to have every inch of dirt work on it. We had the pad, the under slab, footers, septic, some auxiliary pads, and that's actually what we're going to be doing today. The septic's actually ready to be backfilled, but this pad is more important. So we're going to be finishing out this pad. It's going to need 15 or 20 bucket loads of native soil. Customer's going to be wetting it down, which is a huge help. Running a garden hose is great when you're not only short-staffed or you don't have a water tender nearby, but you have a customer that wants to be part of the process. So he's going to wet down the soil. I'm going to throw it in, track it in, then we're going to run an AB cap on it. So I'll set the camera up, capture a little bit of it as I can, as long as I don't dust it out too bad. And yeah, just stick around and enjoy the show. All right, everybody. So if you recall, yesterday I had said we were going to be laying this pad here, had the customer spraying the material down. We got it pretty well saturated. It's just kind of roughly tracked in right now. We're in northern Arizona. It's been months now since we've got rain. It's maybe almost a little too wet, but we got it'll compact. So but it's been months since we've got rain, and up until a month or two ago we were still having almost 100-degree temperatures. So you can see this stuff. I mean, we may as well be dealing with flour. It is dry. So I've already pulled the pumps and everything off this job. We did the house pad for this barn dominium, but I pulled the pumps and everything off of that, so kind of just had to resort yesterday to running this water in with a garden hose. But he spent a couple hours out here getting water in because he wanted this pad extended out towards the building. And so I feel pretty confident about the moisture content now. So I'm going to track it in one more time. We'll tune it up with the laser, which I have a different laser on the truck today because mine got lifted out of the bed, which was pretty sad yesterday. But run it in, get it set, and then we'll lay that AB cap, and then I'm going to spin around to finish backfilling the septic that we finished up last week. We finished up last week. So enjoy the content. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll start throwing some dirt around and get really dusty. Before I get rolling here, I just wanted, sometimes the day is full of pleasant surprises. I mentioned in the last clip that my rotary got lifted out of the back of my truck, and my parents have a YouTube channel, DIY on the House. I may have mixed that up slightly, but they also have an Amazon affiliate program, and they get sent some stuff. And so I have to finish this pad. I have no rotary laser, and I can't find one locally. I could go to Home Depot and get a Bosch, but I didn't feel like doing that. That's what I had. If I was going to change, I was going to get a Spectra or something like that. So I ordered one last night to replace it, but I was still in a bind. So they had this, I don't know how you pronounce the name, Dovo maybe? It's non-rotary. It just casts a line, but it comes with a receiver, and I was skeptical. It's like, there's no way it's gonna pick it up in the daylight. It's phenomenal. The readout on it's perfect. It shows you how high or how low you are. It's phenomenal. I don't know what it runs. The model number is H3360G. It's pretty great, and I know it's got to be a good price. So if this might be a great backup unit. I'll just keep in the truck. But yeah, not bad in a pinch. I just wanted to mention that before I hop in the machine. Little change of plans. I was a bonehead and doinked a clean out that I put in on the inlet side of this septic. So I gotta go dig that up real quick so I can repair that tomorrow when I'm out here cleaning up. So we are in a Cat 304, what is it, E2 CR. Not my machine. Someone who's does some work with me, his machine's out here, and thank goodness it is, because I don't have a shovel today. So we're gonna use this, and it's dark in here. I mean, it's limo tint all the way around. But dig it up real quick, and then we'll get back to our septic. All right, so pad is all done. Customer is happy. I don't know if you can see it over there, all wrapped up. But we're within a ½ inch at the furthest. We're pretty much dead nuts all the way across, and he's happy. He's gonna be able to pull his RV on it here pretty quick. And now we are going to start backfilling the septic. First, I got to hop down in here and set some of the inspection tubes kind of shade those in, and then we'll start piling dirt in. It's gonna be a dusty mess, but that's the name of the game. So welcome to Arizona. We're gonna start getting this filled, and stay tuned. Everyone, benefit of an open air or open ROPS machine here, but makes my teeth look whiter. We wrapped up a little later than I wanted, but we still got a little bit of daylight. Gonna throw a couple more extensions on the septic tank. Thinking a little slow here, but no, it went really well. A little dusty. Definitely looking forward to the day that I pull the trigger on a enclosed cab for a skid steer. So I'll go into why I have an open cab on this one in another video. But thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the content. Sorry I didn't get any video of actually putting the dirt in the leach field here. My GoPro was giving me a hard time. So we're on the cell phone now. We're wrapping it up. We're gonna load it up on the gooseneck and go take a shower. This is Garrett Rosendahl with 5.2 Fence and Dirt. I hope you enjoyed the content, and I'll talk to you.